Hey guys, what is up? Welcome back to Easy Life. Today we're going to be continuing our Snooker 19 career mode, taking on Dave Gilbert in the quarterfinals at the Champion of Champions. Now, if you remember last time I did a fairly silent episode. I'm going to be pretty quiet again today, but this time it's because I'm watching the Euros on my phone. It's Wales versus Switzerland. I'm just tuning into that. I'm listening to the commentary, so I'm gonna have one eye on that as well. I'm just got my earphones in, so. Obviously, I'm not blasting that out loud just for copyright reasons. I don't want to get done for copyright blasting this out really loud, and obviously it would be really annoying to listen to as well. So yeah, I've kept the volume off. I might get frustrated and just turn my headphones out, but I'm definitely going to keep watching it. But yeah, it's 0-0. I might not do silent episode. I might just talk a little bit. I think I'm probably going to be supporting Wales on this one, just because the United Kingdom, and it's almost patriotic in a way. I mean, I know it's not Wales exactly that I'm from, but it's kind of, it's part of the United Kingdom. It kind of feels patriotic in a way. It's not exactly England. There's a difference, but. Obviously, if it was Wales and England, I'd support England. But there's a certain special. It feels a bit special as well with Wales. Feels like the next best thing perhaps to England, because obviously, like I say, UK, there's a certain element of patriotic in it. Obviously, like I said, that features more present in England than it is in Wales. But nonetheless. But you know what I mean? I'm sure a lot of you guys probably have been supporting Wales on this match. Obviously, at the time of this video airing, you will know the result. But at the time of filming, when I'm just watching this. But yeah, the big match is tomorrow, England versus Croatia. I'm just going to call it the revenge game. England and Croatia from the World Cup 2018. Of course, you guys obviously remember that, I'm sure. The semi-final. But yeah, obviously if they're patriotic again, supporting England. Oh, that was an unexpected miss. But yeah, I'm just going to generally keep quiet in this episode, I think. I mean, I haven't done much of that so far, but anyway, let's actually stick to my promise. Oh, I think Switzerland nearly scored there. Clever corner. Oh, that was a save. That was a good save from the Wales goalkeeper, I think.
That's a poor shot, really.
Oh, I just accidentally taken a shot. I didn't realise. I I'd just taken a shot. I had my eyes on the phone. This is costing me in this match so far. This Switzerland and Wales. I think for tomorrow's game, England and Croatia, I think I'll just watch that rather than make any videos watching it, because it is obviously the big game. I'm sure a lot of you guys were excited about that match when it came out. Obviously, I don't know the result. Hoping England can take some kind of revenge, obviously, for 2018. I don't think Croatia. I'm not saying that Croatia won in an unfair way, that it was fair and square, obviously, but obviously it's kind of just like wanted England to win, Just like if it was O'Sullivan versus McGill and Snooker, I'd think that would be a revenge match for O'Sullivan, perhaps. O'Sullivan versus Cahill in the Scottish Open 2019, I think that was a perfect example. It was a revenge match that O'Sullivan perfectly took revenge on, for obviously the World Championship. Let's not talk about that. Anyway, I'm just going to try and stay quiet. So far, this match is costing me. Giving Dave a lot of chances. Oh, right, we got another chance. Oh, we got a good chance this time. Man, this is insane. This is like trying to watch table 1 and watch table 2. Or this is like, yeah, this is like, you could say this is like trying to watch table 1 and table 2 at the same time. Or you could say this is like somebody off table 1 trying to watch the match on table 2. You know? I think they sometimes do that when they're a bit resigned to defeat, you know? Which is certainly what I am in my real life match of snooker at the moment. First to 10, best to 19, I'm feeling all sorts of fear at the moment. Not that I'm going to lose, 'cause I know I'm going to lose, there's no way I can win it. But that I'm going to get whitewashed, I'm 7-0 behind. I don't want to get whitewashed. Like, I'd take 10-1. You know, if I won the match, I'd take it. It'd be like a miracle, but... First frame of the match, I went in off on the last... What? Yeah, I'm definitely not in a good game. I don't have a good game today, I'm sorry guys. I'm telling you what, I'm going to take my earphones out. I'm going to take my earphones out, I'm going to do a silent episode.
Foul. David Gilbert, 1. Ronnie O'Sullivan, 4. So, after the foul, what's he going to do? He's going for it. No, not this time. Close, but a miss nonetheless.
I don't think I'm doing good in this frame.
1.
I wouldn't say it's a silent episode, I'd say it's just I'm just saying less words than I might normally.
David Gilbert, 6. This is tough. One. Well, it goes. Half a chance. Right cross. He's aiming to sink this into the right corner. Down it goes. 8. He just wants to slot this into the middle pocket. There we go. He's just looking to drop this in gently. Fourteen. This won't be easy. Ronnie O'Sullivan, 14. This is really tricky. What a top shot that is. 1. That could be better. 7. played that very well. Ronnie O'Sullivan, 7.
That was a very good shot from Dave. I don't think I'm going to stay silent. There's not really much point. I'm not playing well anyway, so yeah, I'll just be a bit more reserved. I think I'll just try and focus a bit more. You know, I've really literally just got one eye on the football now. Well, when I say one eye, I don't mean literally just a single eye, but I'm only glancing over it every so often. I don't even, because obviously I'm not listening to the commentary now. I don't really want to risk putting that on, not because I'm scared of you guys hearing it. Obviously that would be a bit annoying from you guys, I'd imagine, but also just because, like I said, I don't want to get done for copyright or anything like that. But recording audio without permission or something like that, you know, I'm not too conversed with that sort of stuff. Better safe than sorry, as I always say.
We know what a prolific long potter he is, so
And you know, I'm probably going against that principle on this shot. It's a risky pot, but feel confident as well, and that was
no surprises there.
Confidence.
Long pots are his speciality.
I thought Turkey and Italy were going to have a 0-0, but yeah, Italy scored 3. We watched about 40 minutes of the match, but it was getting boring. No player was scoring. And then when I checked the score at the end of it, I was shocked to see that there was 3 goals scored. Yeah, one of them was an own goal from Turkey, the first one I think, but it's a goal nonetheless. I'm pretty sure there was a own goal in the World Cup final from Croatia and gave France an extra point. France still would have won that because they won 4-2, so they beat Croatia 4-2, didn't they? So it still would have been 4-1. Sorry, 3-2. And that same player scored one of Croatia's goals, so I think it would have been 3-1. Don't know who it was exactly who scored the goal, but I know there's an own goal in the final. Can't remember who scored the goal. Switzerland are looking good here. I'm not gonna. Oh well. Switzerland are looking very good. 28 minutes, 29th minute of the game. You know. Nah. Don't know what they're doing. They're just passing, and Wales have got some sort. And Wales aren't intercepting or anything. I mean. Interesting, but my main priority here should be winning, just getting this frame 1, the pot in this blue. It's all that matters in terms of frame 1 for me in this match. It's this ball. We've taken a frame which we've played abysmal in. We really have played disgusting stuff. That was an absolutely disgusting start, but we've taken the frame, and that pink means there's no way back to the table, and somebody, I think it's a Swiss player, no, yeah, it's a Swiss player, I think, a Welsh player, James, has been injured. The Swiss player has been yellow carded. Yeah. Who was it? I don't really know them that well. I only really watch the Euros and World Cup, but probably be a bit more FIFA on my channel. Fabian Scar.
So he's opened up a 1-frame gap.
Yeah, well, exciting stuff.
Pressure on his opponent in this frame. Thank you. The second frame. David Gilbert to break.
And you know, you can't beat the atmosphere of the Euros and World Cup. I mean, as good as the Crucible Theatre is, this stuff is iconic. These football events. I mean, oh! Hang on a sec. Gareth Bale, is he taking a free kick? I think Gareth Bale's got a free kick. Yeah, he has. Free kick for Wales. I think he's Bale. He's taking his time over it, so I ain't going to lose no sleep. I ain't going to sacrifice my game for Gareth. If he ain't going to even take... If he's too gutless. Hurry up, mate. Win goal. I'm joking, sorry. Sorry, Gareth. Gareth fans.
Lots of power on this shot.
No goal. Oh my god.
That should have been potted. I'm not sure how he missed
Go in. Just go in, Red. Red, just go in. Oh my god.
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 1.
Thanks a lot, Gareth. Man, that is the last time I take my eye off the game. I literally took my eye off the game. I mean, look at it. Mark Selby's the perfect example. He's such a Leicester fan, I think. Well, obviously he's from Leicester. I'm assuming he's a Leicester fan. Look at him. I think it was 2016 when he won. They were bloody going on about it. He was waving a Leicester flag after he won. I mean, even he didn't get distracted by his team playing. And I'm playing virtual snooker, and I miss a shot by about a year. I mean, my opponent's playing absolutely abysmal today. But yeah, I mean, you know, it's just shocking. See, as you may have gathered, the silent episode's completely out the window. It was a good episode last time. I did enjoy it. I did do really well. I mean, that was a good century break of 115. You may have thought that maybe I was silent. Maybe I just walked away and got somebody else to play the game for me. Well, no one in my family, no one that I know, no one in my house has really played this game. So
Hasn't really worked out at all.
yeah. Oops. Nope. We don't want to go for yellow. I'm just going to nestle this black. Yeah, it's abysmal. It's an abysmal.
Well, he's given away the
Oh,
foul.
what a disaster.
Ronnie O'Sullivan.
How that does go.
David Gilbert, 7.
What's Gilbert going to make here? Switzerland's got it.
7.
No, it's in the middle of the pitch.
8.
I wonder if there's fans allowed. I mean, yeah. Tomorrow is England's first match. I mean,
13.
it's literally like a gift from God for the pubs. You know, it really is.
14.
You could say that it's the hottest day of the year so far. I mean, it's a boiling hot day. Pubs have been closed for over a year.
David Gilbert.
Well, pubs have struggled for a long time because of the pandemic, and now they've reopened. And the Euros are one thing that's gonna help them get back on track, I feel. And man, what a way to do it! Not just England's playing a match against a team for revenge, probably, and
Close.
a match which is happening on a very hot sunny day. And I can imagine the final at Wembley Stadium. Hang on a minute, I think Switzerland's got a penalty here. No? Something's going on, definitely. They paused the game, I'm telling you that for free. It's probably a bit sad me talking about the football when the result's already out in terms of for you. And the results are long.
Shot coming up.
When this video's out, the round of 16 is probably getting underway. This video I think is Thursday, no?
1.
Friday, this is Friday actually, isn't it? Friday the 2nd? No. Friday the 25th of June, I think? So yeah, Friday 25th of June. Well, I know England's playing their last group stage match on Tuesday the 22nd of June against Czech Republic. I don't know when the round of 16 exactly starts. Because these first match days, as they're calling them, is, well, what was the date yesterday? It was the 4th, no, what was the date yesterday? It was the 11th, right, the 11th to 15th of June. Then the 16th to 19th of June is the next set of matches, so it'll be 20th to 23rd of June, won't it?
Well, I'm not surprised he's taking on the long pot here.
Obviously the first set of matches will be a bit longer because there was a match yesterday as well, there was an extra match they played the day before. So I suppose one day is going to have just 2 matches, probably 5 and 8 PM I'd think. And the first match day is probably going to be the last one, like they do at the Crucible. They do the last 2 sessions rather than 10 AM session, the 1 AM session, or the 10 AM session, and the 7 AM session. They keep the middle and the second session. Well, they move the middle session forward from 2:30 to 1 PM, but I'm just talking a load of rubbish again. This is why I'm floundering, guys. This is why I'm floundering like an Enmead, you know? Enmead, you ever heard of him? Nicholas Mead? He's he's one of Troy's mates. Well, I don't know how much of a mate he is, or if he's more just a rival who's like proper good at Mario Kart as well. Like, but why am I bringing Mario Kart into snooker? To be fair, why am I bringing football into snooker? It's just nice to be able to talk about something other than snooker when I'm playing snooker, I suppose, you know. But there was definitely something going on at the Switzerland end. There's a corner. There's a corner. There's a corner by the Wales, by Switzerland's goal. The one that Switzerland are scoring in. Although I don't know why I keep going on about this. It's probably just, you know. But I think other YouTubers do it. I know Troy did something like this on one occasion. Not about football, but about, I think it was basketball or something, or American football or something like that. I can't remember what. I think he does like it. I think he might like his basketball. I'm not really sure. But Troy's a good example of just perfect YouTuber. He keeps Mario Kart to Mario Kart. He don't go on about any other rubbish. I mean, he might mention a film once in a while, but he pretty much don't mention anything else. He's pretty kid friendly like that. Do you know? I think he is trying to make his videos PG. But then again, it doesn't mean he's a baby's channel, not by a long shot. It doesn't mean that just because he's PG, it doesn't mean he's a baby's channel. Captain Goodspeed's a PG, you know, a baby YouTuber. Most certainly not. He's a teacher. I don't think he's going to be swearing on his videos. I think that's going to look very unprofessional if any of his students find that, you know. And he does make some videos about what he teaches, maths, I think. Yeah, it is definitely maths. I've watched his videos. But he makes some videos about Snooker 19, obviously. That's obviously why I'm going on about him. But yeah, he does a lot of maths videos. It's quite helpful. You know, he's a quite interesting guy. He likes to preview world championships. He doesn't just do snooker as well. He does all sorts of retro sport. Well, just sport games. You know, tennis, French. What's it called? Tour de France. It's Tour de France. I think he was doing a video about the FIFA, not the FIFA. You know what it's called, UEFA thingy. What's it called? Euros, UEFA. He probably has done FIFA videos as well. But yeah, a couple of pots from frame 2 in the bag, and you know, we haven't played well in this match so far. Probably a bit distracted by the football, like I said. A bit more of a special game today because it's obviously Wales. A bit of a element. There's a feeling a bit more patriotic in it than there was in Italy and Turkey. Obviously, Italy versus Turkey, not a bad game, but you know, there's obviously a certain element of excitement when it's a UK team playing. I know Scotland's in it. They're actually in England's group. Don't know if Northern Ireland's in it. I don't think Ireland's in it. I'm actually not sure though. Not 100% sure on all the teams are in it. I'm pretty sure Northern Ireland and Ireland. I haven't seen them, but I've probably only just been looking out for who's in our group, really.
Just the colours left now.
I really don't have a clue if Ireland or Northern Ireland's in it.
Brilliant! What a magnificent pot.
But yeah, you know who's going to win. It's going to be someone like France, Portugal, Germany, someone like that. Spain, perhaps. You know, it's probably. You never know. Croatia could win. You never know. England could win. Wales might win, although I doubt it. Apparently they reached the semis in 2016. I think I might vaguely remember feeling a little bit patriotic about it and wanting them to win, obviously. England, we all know what happened to England in 2016. The Iceland game, enough said. Let's just put it this way. I'll tell you what happened to England. They met Iceland. That was it. I don't think Iceland's that good a team either. But we all know what happened there. Enough said on that. But yeah, we've taken a 2-0 lead in this match. And I think there's something else going on in this game as it is heading towards the half-time point. And I think at half-time maybe there's a chance for me to press on and actually score decent. So we're not going to be behind going into tomorrow's episode. So are we going to be level or are we going to have a lead? And if so, how big is that lead going to be? 3-1, 4-2? It might just be 2-2. Sorry, 4-2? 4-0. You know, I'd like to take a 4-0 lead. That was a decent break in the end. I don't know exactly what it was. Oh, 80! It was a break of 80. That's not bad. That's not bad. I didn't think it was 80. I didn't think it was that high. I thought it was much lower than that. I thought it was maybe in the 50s. Didn't realise it was 80. That flatters me a little bit. I think I might have got the snooker here. Yeah, it looks it to me. It looks pretty good.
Not an easy one, but a half chance.
Where the hell's that black going? Because there's no comment. I think I've knocked the black in, you know. I've knocked it in. What an idiot.
Loose shot, and he's ended up potting the black.
That's just unfortunate. Yep, still 0-0.
16.
Like I say, I'm not from Wales, I'm just supporting them
16.
because it's the UK. Don't know if you can probably tell by accent, but if that doesn't give it away, then I'm telling you, I'm not from Wales.
Not what he intended at all.
People tell me it's a pretty strong Birmingham accent. So yeah, I'm not from Birmingham, but
3.
it just ended up like that. Oh, Switzerland player's been injured. Is that a red card? I think the Welsh players might be helping him. I don't know. Oh! What? He's on 26. How's he on 26? Yeah, you know, it's just funny how completely not even focused, and I'm just cruising on a hard CPU to a 3-0 lead. And if that goes in, that's like complete hold your hands up time. Dave, sorry mate, I'm holding my hands up, but you're not my mate in this situation. A pot's a pot and we want to win ultimately, so I ain't holding my hands up for you. I think there's another free kick looking... Oops, what's that? Get that red pots. Let's go. So I'm going to be potting... I'm playing for it at least, at the very least. Give this a go. Have a crack at it.
Taking this yellow on.
Nice yellow.
What a ball.
Really nice yellow. What sort of an angle have I got here? Oh, he looks badly injured. It's not a word, I don't think. Not very good English there. Although I doubt when a snooker player's playing their shots, they're not too bothered about their English. That's going around their head. Or whatever's going around their head, the words. Whether the grammar makes sense in whatever language it is, I don't know.
Playing this with a lot of power.
Gone for the cannon.
Well, it looks good to me.
Just hoping for a bit of luck, and that's not me being a weak player. That's just a snooker. That's just what every snooker player has to do with a cannon. They have to hope for a bit of luck. It is a very luck-based shot. You know, it goes wrong and could be end of frame. It goes right and you've probably got the frame.
That's an excellent ball.
And for me, wow, these reds are absolutely everywhere. Just got to make sure I don't make any silly mistakes. Obviously, this pink, there's a little bit of pressure on it. So I'm not completely confident, but you know, I was actually having a watch last night of some of my earlier matches when I used to do just the quick match mode. I didn't used to do obviously career mode to begin with on the first few videos. I did 3 quick match modes. I did one playing as Yambing Tao, one playing as O'Sullivan, one playing as Higgins. The Higgins one, I cruised to a 6-0 win over Oliver Lyons. No, not over Oliver Lyons, over somebody. Was it Oliver? It might have been Oliver Lyons, actually. I can't remember who. But the O'Sullivan one, man, I lost 6-0 to Sonny Akani. I was missing easy balls, as you could imagine, to lose 6-0 to Akani. And I was losing really easy shots. I was missing really easy balls. I was playing horrendously. Like, head in your hand stuff. Not that I had my head in my hands. I'm not like one of the commentators last year at the World Championship. I think they did. They were so disappointed with the standard of play with I think Bingham and Carty. I don't know who exactly. Oh, there we go. They're into 2 minutes of added time onto the 45 minutes, just because of obviously time removed due to penalties and due to just hanging around because of injuries and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, I haven't been watching this match from the very beginning. I watched it about 5-10 minutes in. Oh, Switzerland nearly scored there. I think Switzerland's in the white kit and Wales is in red, because that's what it says on the scoreboard at least. I think after this it's Denmark and Finland. Both countries, Nordic countries I think it's called.
Delicate touch required here.
Yeah, they're both Nordic. Then there's Russia's playing tonight. I'm not exactly sure who they're playing. Are they playing the Netherlands? I don't actually know. I have a feeling it might be Netherlands, although it's really just a shot in the dark. Then England and Croatia, the big one that we're all excited about. Well, certainly I'm pumped about it. Absolutely stoked, if you like. If you're familiar with that term, stoked. thrilled, buzzing, you know, that kind of thing. Like Stoke-on-Trent. Yeah, I'm Stoke-on-Trented. Any shout out to anyone from Stoke-on-Trent, or anywhere called Stoke, for that matter. Looks like the end of the half time. Yep, the players are walking off the pitch now. Scores tied. No score, 0-0. Fairly boring so far.
He's going to the left corner pocket.
That was funny, man. We were watching it yesterday, Italy versus Turkey. There was no score, nobody had scored. And
42.
I was just like, I just thought, man, these guys are good. And then I thought, are they good? They didn't score any points. You know. If they were that good, they would have scored at least. Meanwhile, we've given Dave a scoring chance. I think they're just discussing things at half time, so, you know. I'll just let it run, obviously, just because, so that I don't miss anything. Mark Hughes, I'm not even listening to it now. I'm just watching Dave Gilbert. I'm just watching Dave Gilbert. Well, I won't say what I call him. I've got a little personal nickname for Dave Gilbert myself, but don't really fancy sharing it. It's just so weird and silly that it doesn't even make any sense. So yeah, we'll see what you can call the angry farmer. I call him the dentist, actually. That's what I call him, the dentist, because it's alliteration, Dave the dentist. And if you'd seen his teeth, I mean, I don't mean to be offensive. It's just like, there's nothing wrong with them. They're just a bit jagged, like, I'd say. My teeth were like his ones, I suppose, as well, so I can't really complain. I can't really talk. So I had to get braces in, but I think the thing that, like I say, contributes to the factor of me calling him the dentist is the alliteration as well. Perhaps if he was called something else, I probably wouldn't think the dentist is such a funny name, but Dave the dentist just sounds funny. I think Rory McLeod would you call the dentist, I don't know why. Unless he is a dentist, but man, he's a pretty qualified guy if he is. A snooker player and a dentist? Impressive. Snooker's a tough sport as it is, let alone trying to do another fairly tough profession. In dentistry, you know. And it looks like we will be taking the 3-0 lead here. And yeah, as I said, score at half time, Wales 0, Switzerland 0. I think Switzerland at the World Cup, they got to the last 16. In 2018, they lost to England. I can't remember what the score was. I didn't watch that match, I was at school. In fact, I didn't actually watch the Sweden game either for England, because I was at a wedding. And then, yeah, I watched the match they won. Sorry, the match they lost in Croatia, and I watched the third place match, but no one cares about that. We didn't even win it, so we got fourth place. Belgium beat us. So, you know, I'd love it to see England and Croatia in the final for obvious reasons, but I don't know how Dave Gilbert's not making the chance that his chances will mean something. I'm not being offensive by the dentist. I mean, no offence to any Dave supporters or anything. His teeth aren't that bad for me. And everyone's. It can happen to anyone. That can. It happened to my teeth. So I'm not having a dig at him. I'm just saying. I'm just surprised they never offered him braces, or maybe they didn't. He didn't want them. Maybe, you know, it is pretty. They did make it sound really intimidating. Or you can't eat this, you can't eat that. And I'm just thinking, well, what can you actually live your life without? You have to put your whole life on hold just because of braces. I mean, surely if I brush my teeth properly, I'll get away with it. I don't know. Or maybe it wasn't around in them days. You know, I don't think braces were such a big thing. But a lot of my friends have seen braces at school. Some of them don't have braces, but you know.
Good split. That's
I
really
think it just
opened the luck here.
stands out for Dave.
14.
I don't know if it's like that on this game, if he ever even opens his mouth, so you know. But no, there's nothing wrong with his teeth. I mean, he's not.
Touch required here.
Well, it's whatever he thinks. If he's happy with it, you know. I'm not having a dig at him. I don't think there's anything wrong with it.
It should be pretty straightforward.
I think maybe he had a bit of an argument with the dentist once, perhaps, when they offered him braces.
22.
Because there is obviously treatment available, but I'm not saying there's anything wrong. You know, there is obviously solutions if there's teeth are jagged. I mean, the dentists are very quick these days to offer braces. Even if your teeth are slightly out of line, they'd pretty much say, yeah, braces for you. So that's why I'm surprised that Dave has never had braces. Maybe, don't know if, because it's certainly free in this day and age. Don't know, maybe it wasn't free in those days and age, and maybe you couldn't afford it. I don't know. Then fair enough. But just surprised. Obviously, like I say, is that they do make it sound really intimidating. But yeah, it's that's just Dave. It's just the irony of, I think the nickname is just funny because of the irony of his teeth being the way they are. Like, yeah, dentists are so quick to offer braces. Obviously, if he was called Bob or whatever, Bob the dentist, I mean, who the hell would want that? But Dave the dentist, I mean, it just sounds funny.
No problem there. Oh, wonderful shot. 37.
Yeah, I mean, it probably might sound a bit offensive. I don't mean any offence by it, but I don't know how Dave would feel if that was his actual nickname. He'd probably take it. I mean, I could imagine you'd take it lightly because they do have some silly nicknames. Some of them, for example, Rod Lawler. I think Rod the Plod. You know, I don't think being slow is anything that you'd be. I don't think being a slow player is something to be proud of, which is why Lawler's nicknamed that. But I think he's so slow that even he might think it's funny. He is renowned for being one of the slowest players. Rod the Plod, Rod Lawler. Seen him play once or twice, I think. Yeah, played Alan a few years ago at the UK Championship. Apparently, Alan made a 147 in that match. Can't quite remember that. Maybe I don't watch that part of the match. Man, they're just showing highlights. I mean, I'm not bothered about this rubbish. And what do I expect them to show? Yeah, they should show an England interview. They should show England because, you know, that's what people want to see. It's all patriotic, isn't it? Like I say, not from Wales myself, but, you know, fairly British accent, I'd say.
44.
Fairly English accent, rather. Obviously, Wales is British as well, so I think he classes as it. I'm actually too sure. Get a bit confused with that sort of stuff. Don't do geography either, that don't help.
51.
But this has certainly been our most fluent frame of the day. We had a couple of wobbles today. But we are going to be taking what I'd call a dream lead here, 4-0. This is exactly what I would have wanted.
52.
And we look well on our way to 6-0 here. And just keep this form up. I mean, I didn't expect Dave to come out and play so rubbish, but, well, his body may have turned up, but maybe he's considering braces. I mean,
Really well played.
I don't know.
57.
I don't know. He probably certainly thinks about his teeth. I mean, I'd imagine he brushes them, but you don't know. There's all sorts of reasons. I'm not one to judge. Not one to talk.
58.
I hope I haven't offended anybody with what I've been saying about it, but you know. I nearly accidentally said it, but I'll tell you what. I'll tell you why I call him what I do, and then I'll give a good explanation for it, because you may think it's a bit weird or something, but yeah. Because I did think it'd be fun to share it with you. I don't know, you might have found it funny. Because, you know, they do have some sort of laughs and jokes at the player's expense. You know, Mark Williams' introduction is probably the best, as good an example as you get. He's actually still quite good. He's actually still quite good. That's funny, man. He's actually still quite good. I mean, you're saying he can't be good just because he's 40, whatever, 46? Yeah, Sullivan's 46. He's good. People don't. Higgins is good. They don't say he's actually still quite good, actually, guys. And the shockers, what I still can't quite get my head around is that he won the World Championship in 2018. I mean, what the hell? And when I started watching snooker in 2013 or whatever, my dad was telling me, oh yeah, he's past his sell-by date, this Williams, he's not that good. He used to be good, but, you know, he's old now. And I kind of just always thought Williams was a rubbish player. That season, man, well, Williams just thought, you know what, I'm just going to, no one else is. And Williams just thought that season, well, Selby's playing rubbish. O'Sullivan's mediocre. No one else is doing anything decent, you know, it's my turn. And he took full advantage of the fact that there was no player completely dominating. It was kind of the intermediary season, that 17-18 season, between Selby's era, 2014 to 2017, and Trump's era, 2018 to present day. Having said that about Selby's era, it looks like he could be back on his way to world number one. Interested to see. I mean, Trump and Selby, I really hope they never meet in a final, because if they do, I might stop watching snooker, because I just don't like either of them. Like, I wouldn't care less who won, I just dislike them both. Judd Trump is just such a bully that I don't want to watch him. He just bullies O'Sullivan. And Selby's just so boring to watch, I just dislike watching them. And at least with Neil Robertson, I actually like him somewhat. So there we go, 4-0 lead, good enough to win any match, you know. That was a pretty strong start in that match in the end, pretty solid last frame. Shame we didn't make the centre, of course, but those reds were tough to get around. So yeah, comment down below if you like the nickname for Dave. I really hope you found it funny, or certainly get the joke if you know what I mean. Don't mean any offence by that nickname. It's just more a matter of irony, if anything. But yeah, guys, thank you for watching. Hope you have a good day. See you soon, and goodbye.